boys laughing through the airwaves.
Martin and Lou.
We just laugh without a care.
Martin and Lou.
We don't do politics, we don't do current affairs. We're two idiots talking rubbish. Leaving you in tears.
Welcome to the Martin and Lewis show.
Yeah, it's the show.
Come on, folks, enjoy the flow.
Enjoy the flow.
Keep trucking, we won't let you go.
Won't let you go.
To Lewis, here we go.
Some folks say good times roll.
Martin and Lewis,
Turn the dial, lose control.
let's take it slow.
On the airwaves, we bring the cheer. No time for tears, so we're here to make you laugh. Here it's the fifth.
This is the Martin and Lewis show.
Yeah, it's the show.
Rock on, folks, enjoy the flow.
Enjoy the flow.
There's no Martin Lewis, what hello.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, or morrow.
Yes, hello there to you all and sundry.
Yes, you are listening to Martin and Lewis, experts.
Get
on-
my name right, will you?
Sorry, Lewis.
Lewis.
Yes, I got it right. I was just getting the post up where we asked people what we should talk about this week, this month even, and what we've gone for. We had lots of suggestions. Should we go for a few of them quickly?
Yeah, go for it.
To be or not to be was one. Sam Williamson has once again mentioned 80s pro wrestling, which one I think we should do, but I don't know if you noticed, he's suggests that most months.
I have no idea when it comes to wrestling,
Well,
except for the names of a few. Hulk Hogan and Jake the Snake. And
there we go, that's for you. Unusual foods from around the world.
Yeah.
One, we could have done that. Vaping versus smoking, which would it be?
Neither.
There you go, that's that
They both
podcast
smell.
done. That podcast done.
Yep.
Modern remakes versus original classic movies. Ooh.
Well, the modern ones kind of look nice and glossy, but the originals are better, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I have a theory
Yeah.
on remakes. I believe some better remakes were made in the 80s when they remade some 50s B movies like The Fly, Little
The
Shop
Thing.
of Horrors, The Thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Good
you
point.
go. So one day we could do that. Brainwashing. Oh no, that one is. I'm not going to read that one out because that's getting at certain people
Right.
in
Okay.
Ipswich. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to read them all. Witchcraft in the 15th century. That's from Steve Arms. Maybe he was probably there. He could tell us about that.
Is he old? Is he?
No, it's about our age.
Oh, okay.
Well, in between our ages, which is
Right.
it's young, isn't it? And complete history of dub reggae, Martin Briggs. We could do that because we're knowledgeable, being two old rock DJs.
Yeah.
And another one we've had here which is we're going to go for one suggested by Paul Gage. His Omniplex versus Cineworld, which would win a fight. I don't know if he means all the staff or the actual buildings in sort of Transformers form, but I know which I think is better, I can tell you that. And he's said memories of Blockbuster videos and stores. We're going to elaborate that into just the VHS era and memories of that. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. He also suggested City and Sweep, who would win in a fight.
Sweep.
Yeah, Sweep's the man, well, the dog.
Yeah, he's the one that can talk.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
And he can get, like in wrestling where they have the arguments beforehand,
Yeah,
he can talk himself up into a...
frenzy.
Yeah. Whereas Sweep would, as Sooty would just kind of talk into somebody's ear.
Yeah, and wave his magic stick, but magic doesn't work, does it?
No.
Whereas the term from Karate Kid, sweep the leg, comes from a dog biting someone's leg in a fight,
Indeed.
which was sweep. So there we go. VHS era then. Blockbuster and stuff like that. We're of the age of remembering renting and buying VHS cassettes before streaming and all that stuff. People would go to a shop or rental place and look at a cover, and you could pick a video out and you go, "Can I have that one, please?" "Oh, sorry, that one's out." Then you go back and get something else.
Yeah.
Do you remember getting your first video recorder and that sort of thing?
My first video recorder was a top loader, I think, probably a JVC,
Yeah, okay.
quite a cheap one. And then after a while, I got a second one, and I used to record films.
Yeah, but did you have?
But I'm not gonna.
Did your parents have one first?
Oh yeah, they had one in '84ish, I think.
Yeah, so
probably.
your first memory would be them through them. Was
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah.
Do you,
And we got Star Wars quite early on, and Return of the Jedi. We didn't get Empire Strikes Back until quite late on.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Were they legal copies of that?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because I remember those coming out, and they sort of would be available for a short period of time, quite expensive.
Yeah.
Then you can get them for years. And this is one thing, if you're listening to this, back in the day, an average film new would cost at least £10. This is going back 30, 35 years. And rental copies, when they got them, would cost them like £70, £80.
Yeah.
And you'd rent a film for £1 to £3 a night.
Yeah.
And Blockbuster was a big chain. But personally, did you used to rent them? Do you remember where?
I very often did, yeah.
Where from? Do you remember?
Well, the first place I went to was probably Video South on Spring Road, which is quite near me. And there was a few others.
These independent video rental shops?
Yeah, like Blockbuster, but family kind of businesses.
Okay.
There was another one on Felixstowe Road that I went to sometimes. And then obviously I had to bring them back the next day, so I didn't go too far.
Yeah.
But it was all good.
Can you remember the first movie you rented? Or rented for you by your parents?
That probably was... I don't think my parents ever rented movies, but we did record off the TV a lot.
Yeah.
I had... well, we're not going to talk about it because it's a TV show. But we recorded a lot of TV, and I don't know where I was going to go with it.
Yeah, I did. So do you remember any specific films you rented? I said that's what you remember.
I remember buying an ex-rental copy of Die Hard 2.
Die Harder.
Yeah, and that was at one of the shops near me. That was £15, I think.
Oh, yeah.
For an ex-rental, and they're worth quite a bit now. The ex-rentals.
Yeah, they are. A lot of VHSs are very rare. When DVD took over and VHS sort of faded out, a lot of people threw videos away.
Yeah, I took a load to charity shops and stuff. I wish I had them now.
Yeah, because I picked a few up in recent months to do another podcast I do just for a sort of prop. And some of them are quite expensive. Like the Disney ones, which, like I said, with Star Wars got limited releases. They were they're very sought after. A lot of them. But I can vividly remember the first videos I owned. They were presents from my auntie, and I got Teen Wolf, which is one of my favourite films still. And my brother got, I believe, Harry and the Hensons, or was it called Bigfoot and the Hensons at the time?
Yeah, I think there was a TV show that had one name and then the film had the other, didn't it?
Well, I think in America, the film was Harry and the Hensons and the TV show was.
Right.
In this country, they called it Bigfoot.
Right.
Because I think they thought the British public would be like, what do I know about this guy called Harry? And
Is Harry the name of the Bigfoot then?
Yeah, the big.
Right.
Yeah.
I never watched it. So.
Yeah, that's great. The sitcom version of it was basically Alf, but instead of a little alien, there was a big Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That was great. Didn't run for long. Because it was a big rip-off of Alf. But remember,
wasn't it before though?
No. Alf was mid-80s. Now the film was 88 of Bigfoot. So
okay.
Yeah, around the same.
I apologise for your inaccuracies.
Yeah, I accept my apology for your mistake. So there we go. So I remember that, and I'm told my parents rented dodgily an illegal copy of E.T.
Right.
And the quality of it was so bad we couldn't watch it. And I don't think my parents ever rented an illegal copy again. Yeah. I don't know where they got it from, but either way, that place would have closed down now. So crime doesn't pay, does it?
No.
I'm from Hadley, and there was a little store called Anglia Video, which is now ironically a funeral parlour, which is the way the business went. And we used to rent from there a lot. I can remember asking like my grandparents and stuff to rent 15 certificates for me.
Right.
From trying to get 18s, but they wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
And I did a weird memory of asking them to get me, and I couldn't remember the title of the film. And I said it had like a border with ghosts around it, and it had Steve Guttenberg in it.
Right. Legendary
actor Steve Guttenberg. It was High Spirits.
Yeah, I was going to say High Spirits.
And the film, my nan came back and said they wouldn't let me have it, and plus it was an 18, and they said all the kids want films with that actor in. I was like, did they? Next time I went in the shop, she was looking at Raw Deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I don't know why. And another little story. Because
there was so much, so similar.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get it. And a mate of mine told me that he asked his dad to pick him up Almost an Angel with Paul Hogan, like
Right.
his follow-up film to Crocodile Dundee, and he went in the shop and asked for Nearly an Angel starring Hulk Hogan. True story. So tales of the video stores. I used to do that a lot, the weekends and stuff, rent store. I'd often pretend to be ill from school and just get my mum to rent me a film to shut up. I've done that a lot. I can remember someone my dad worked with recommending the actor Steve Martin, because our surname's Martin.
Yeah,
and
it is, isn't it?
It is, and hence the
Hence
show.
the name of the show.
Yeah, and he rented Roxanne and Parenthood, one being PG and one being 15. And we watched the PG one as a family, Roxanne.
Yeah.
Very much enjoyed it. And then when we went to bed, my parents watched the Parenthood, which was 15. The next morning, I was woken up by my dad going, "This film's really funny. We'll let you watch it. Just watch it quick before we got to take it back to the shop."
Yeah.
I remember that thinking, yeah, it's a 15. There might be boobs in it and that.
Was there?
No, there was a lot of adult jokes I didn't really understand.
Right.
So
Do you understand it now?
No, but I can ask my dad, and he'll say, "You shouldn't be watching that." Yes, I remember that. I remember basically around a friend's house, who was stealing his older brother's 18 certificate movies.
Yeah.
That's what got me into Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And and then there was another little shop opened in Hadley called Silver Screen Videos. All I remember about that is renting Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and the real smug guy behind the counter was like, "If you'd have stayed in at the weekend," my family rented it because it was 15, "you could have watched it was on TV." And my mum just going, "We did watch it, and he wants to see it again." And I remember for some reason they had King Kong Lives, the sequel to the 70s King Kong made in the 80s with Linda Hamilton was in it.
Yeah, I
remember that, but it's not great. That sticks out. And then these two video shops closed down, and then we had to rent videos from either coming to Ipswich to Blockbuster, because you get a 2-day rental on some films.
Yeah.
And one of the corner shops, alcohol places, started renting them out.
Yeah.
I bought lots and lots of ex-rental copies for like £1 more than it would cost to rent them once I got older.
Yeah.
And that's where my, even though I did get rid of all my videos, most of them, that's where my collecting of films started.
At one point, I had a whole wall of videos.
How big was the wall?
Quite big. Bigger than here. Bigger than the walls here.
That's good for the audience to see.
Imagine a small room.
But bigger. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I had. I remember we had them. I had some in my bedroom and my parents, and then we used to have them in the front room. My parents were just getting annoyed that there was too many to store.
Yeah.
And then for Christmas, they'd be like, "Oh, what gifts you want?" I want videos, and lots of them. You know, them double ones where they stretch a film for some reason over 2 tapes. I want 6 of them, please. I had a big.
They were annoying because they'd take up twice as much space.
Yeah, true. I had a copy of Mars Attacks on video, and there was a room. It was a double case because there was a room for the free T-shirt.
Yeah.
You got with it to keep in it, and I was like, well, I want to wear the T-shirt. And the T-shirt was terrible quality as well. It's rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my video store days of it was fun. I miss going to video shops and just browsing and picking one. Once you got one, unless it's really bad, the Postman, you keep it on.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I regret. I turned the Postman off when I rented it with some friends, and I want to watch it now. I think now I'm older, I'd probably like it more. I mean, it bombed. Kevin Costner one. Did you see that? Any good?
I haven't seen that one actually. Well, not for a long time. I probably have seen it at some point, but I don't remember it.
That's the thing. When I was in high school, every Friday night we'd rent a video and go around someone else's house and watch it.
Yeah.
We'd also get our parents to buy us beer, which you see where my life went kind of with this. I'm not saying my parents did, because they wouldn't do that, but other friends' parents did.
Yeah.
Just make sure I got that out there.
Yeah. Just in case they're listening.
Yeah, I don't want to stop my pocket money, do I? Yeah. That'd be ridiculous. So yeah, the Blockbuster is long gone, but there's one Blockbuster left. I watched
in America. Yeah,
I watched a documentary called VHS Massacre recently, and they mentioned it on there.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things like vinyl. It's come back round, but with VHS, I mean, even if you've got a video recorder or player now, most TVs probably wouldn't play them because of the different area you can get converted.
Yeah, most of them have SCART, but there are some players that have HDMI.
Okay.
I've got one.
Oh, okay. Do you watch many?
Not many.
No.
And in fact, I actually ordered a new VHS player today, or a few days ago, and it arrived today. It's waiting for me at home.
Cool. What are you going to watch first on it?
I don't know. I've got some old tapes that I've got from boot sales that I'm going to go through.
Cool. Do you trade them or keep them, or what? Do you do?
Once I've gone through them, I'll get rid of them.
Okay, because I sort of certain things I collect. I've got a few copies of like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Teen Wolf, and but yeah,
these are all recorded off. TV.
Oh, okay, yeah. So because you can convert them to doing it. Yeah, okay.
I go through looking for adverts and things like that.
Yeah, put them on the YouTubes.
Yeah,
and then which this is on. This is available on YouTube.
Yeah.
Apple,
Hello YouTube and Spotify and
Apple Podcasts,
Apple
and Amazon Music. Even though we're not music.
Okay, yeah.
We're on them all.
Very good coverage there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last VHS video I bought, and I reckon it'll be something late 90s, like maybe The Matrix or something like that. And
because that was when it was almost gone on.
Yeah, and I remember the sort of the very short period where I was debating whether to buy something on video or DVD.
Yeah,
and but even DVD's dying now, and I think that. I'm into my films. I talk to a lot of people at work and whatever about films, and they'll always go, "Oh, I haven't seen this film in ages," and I'm like, "Well, I'll lend it to you. I ain't got a DVD player anymore." I was like, "Well, don't moan then. Don't expect everything to stay on a streaming thing because it won't.
Yeah,
they'll want more money out of you in some way. When you buy things on streaming things, eventually they'll all go no matter what. Yeah. So if you want a copy, you got to have a physical copy of it. I say.
Yeah. Absolutely, I agree. I agree concurrently, I think is the word I'm looking for, but I'm not sure.
Completed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did you remember the first and last you purchased? Or do you still buy them, I suppose, but last new one you bought?
The last pre-recorded would have been maybe Sixth Sense.
Okay, yeah, that's around that time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the first?
The first one I remember was Aliens.
Cool.
Ex-rental.
That's a good choice of movies.
There may have been something else before then, but that was the first one I remember.
Yeah. If you're hearing any background noise, we're recording my flat and it's a bit windy and you can hear the sign of the pub.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, so it's your fault. Do you remember TV shows? You could buy like BBC shows. It'd be about a tenner a video, and you'd only get 3 episodes.
Black and white.
Blackadder.
Black and white. Blackadder, Volume 1, and Series 1, Part 1, and whatever.
And it's weird because with these TV series, you could buy them 3 episodes per tape, so it cost you £20 a series. And then not long after, when DVDs come along, you could buy like the complete series for half the price.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Well, it's a lot less involved in manufacture, though.
Yeah. And you get a lot of things like compilations of outtakes and stuff, which would now be a special feature on a DVD.
Yeah.
Like Bottom Fluff was one from the second bottom, and Smeg Ups from Red Dwarf. But it was just so good. It was a sort of collectible age. You could even get magazines about, with reviews of videos. And that sort of thing.
I've got a few.
Yeah, and it's sort of a bygone era. But one that I think a lot of people miss. If films like Clerks, one of them works in a video rental, and it's a strange period in time.
RST video, I think.
I'm not sure. But,
I think so. Yeah.
But it's a weird point for our lives where it was only a decade or so, but when that was all going on, we sort of never thought they'd go away.
Yeah.
Sort of the thing that I'd have quite happily, when I left school, worked in a video rental shop and spent my life just renting the odd thing and watching films.
Well, for us, I think technology wasn't going as fast as it is now.
Yeah.
So there was VHS from mid 70s. Not so much over here, but in America particularly.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't affordable really till the 80s, was it?
Yeah.
So I can remember my parents bringing. In my mind, we had 2 video recorders in that time. Probably had more.
Yeah.
But there was the top loader one, which was grey, big, and I remember my granddad pushed the tape down too hard and it got stuck.
Right.
And we had to get someone out to fix it.
Yeah.
And the tape in it, I remember, was Police Academy, the first one. There we go. It's my nan bought me when I was far too young.
Yeah.
And then another one where it went in, but there was always problems. The tape would chew up. You gotta get the tracker right and all this sort of stuff. And
the tapes getting chewed up is a regular problem for me.
And you sort of forget about that now. You remember
you don't get chewed up tapes on disc.
No, you don't. You get scratched discs.
Yeah.
So,
but you can fix a scratched disc quite easily.
Yeah, you can fix a really chewed up tape by buying another one.
Yeah.
So because Netflix started out as a rental thing, didn't it? It was you rented discs and I think I sort of miss it. But if you're just looking about, people can't see it. But in my flat, there's DVDs and stuff everywhere.
There are.
Imagine if this was videos, you wouldn't be able to move.
I can imagine that because I lived it.
Yeah. So I had a lot as a kid, and I did keep some though. I kept like some live stand-up ones, like Newman and Baddiel and that sort of thing,
Right.
and some Saturday Night Live ones. Because I just sort of got an inkling of they wouldn't be available on DVD.
Yeah, I haven't
And they're
seen
still not.
any
They're
of
still
those.
not. No.
Yeah.
So
Probably on YouTube, but
yeah, they've probably been converted to YouTubes. We could have a look at some point. So yeah, the VHS days, and whenever people they do sort of things set in the 80s and stuff, there's always a video rental store, and it is very of that era.
yeah.
But it's part of our lives, and I don't know what younger people would think of it, or do they care? For them, you can just click a button and watch a film now.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
fine.
easy.
But I think you give up on films too easy with that. If you've got all these others to choose from,
Yeah.
if you watch,
I've got so many DVDs at home that I can't choose which one to watch because I don't want to have to look through them all to choose.
sometimes I'm just in the mood for. I'll have a film like if you look right in front of us here, I've got the One Miss Call trilogy, which I bought cheap with the Japanese horrors, Zombie Flesh Eaters, a film starring Harry H. Corbett, Cyborg 2. But I'll probably get in tonight and be like, right, I'm tired, I just want to watch, and I'll look and I'll Wayne's World 2 again.
Yeah.
It's having that choice, and I think it's easier to have discs in front of you than to scroll through things on the screen.
Yeah.
And also, when you're on a streaming service, they'll push what they want you to watch. That will show up. So I've mentioned this, I think, on this podcast before. On streaming services, it will be like, right, Andy's account, you have watched Megan, From Dusk Till Dawn, Carry On Columbus, Simpsons compilation, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and Chucky 4. We recommend Top Gear. It's always what they want you to watch.
Yeah.
Not screw them.
You mentioned Zombie Flesh Eaters.
I've never seen it. It looks good.
Is that one of the video nasties?
I think it was a video nasty. Yeah, I'm working my way through the video nasty. I'm pretty sure it was. It's an Italian one. I'm going into Romford in the end of August for a 12-hour marathon of video nasties.
Yeah.
And they're on the big screen. You're going into your bag. Is there something video nasty related in there?
What I've just bought?
Oh, I don't know. So you're in your bag. Oh, how do you pronounce that?
Anthropophagus.
Cool. That's a rare one. 88 films. You just bought that from a shop.
From a shop that begins with C.
It's got an E in it.
And an X.
Look at that. Look. You got the receipt in there as well. See, and it's got reversible cover. See, you don't get that on streaming, do you?
No.
So that's a video nasty, is it?
It is, or it was.
Yeah, you can get it now.
Yeah.
Some of the video nasties are only 15 now, like Evil Speak.
Yeah.
And that's something we could talk about. Well, this is obviously why you brought that.
Yeah. Well, not specifically.
Well, when video this is just going from knowledge here. When video first came in, there wasn't proper certificates, and then certain horror films, what we can see, some people got complaints about. They brought in certificates because of that.
Yeah.
And then some were banned, and there was a list of, was it like 80 video nasties?
Yeah, there was 3 different tiers of video nasties. There was the ones that were completely banned.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The others were like less severe.
Yeah.
But the completely banned were like people would go to prison for having a copy of it.
People went to prison for owning films.
Yeah.
And pretty much, I think all these films are available now. And then there's certain ones that people thought were video nasties, like The Exorcist and Clockwork Orange, which were banned for different reasons. Like Clockwork Orange was never actually banned. The director himself didn't want it out. For didn't his family get threatened over it or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And then The Exorcist was banned for another reason. I can't think what it was. And then the video nasties slowly all got released. A lot of them were just naff.
Yeah, a lot of them were based on just the cover.
Yeah, and they'd get a really gory cover to sell it, really.
Yeah.
And I can remember certain covers when I was looking in video shops, like the original video cover for American Werewolf in London with the wolf sort of roaring scared me when I was a kid. And Dad, as a kid, doesn't know. And yeah, it was just a strange thing. But then even now, all these years later, I still want to watch all the video nasties.
Yeah.
Some of them are great. Some I can't get through. I've got to go back to Driller Killer, which is meant to be one of the better ones. I just can't get through.
I've seen it. It's quite dull.
Dull and but the director's gone on to do some other good stuff. Like he's done King of New York, Christopher Walken and stuff. Let's say some are 15s, and then you get the ones that are just sort of thrown in with these sort of smattier films because people didn't get it, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Not only, this is my opinion, but a lot of people would agree with me, I think. Not only one of the greatest horror films ever made, but one of the greatest films ever made.
Yeah.
And because of the title, I think. I mean, it's not actually that gory when you watch it.
No, there's not much blood at all.
No, it's intense, though. It's
Yeah.
a very well-made film. It's one of my favourites. And I can remember when that first... Actually, I will tell this story. When it was banned, and I was in school, someone had a copy of it. And I
Right.
watched it in the dark, on my own, with a scratchy, no fuzzy, not very good quality one, which made it, I think, with that sort of film, even scarier.
Yeah.
And I used to copy it from video to video and give it to people.
Yeah.
I didn't sell it. I just let people... I was like, you've got to see this film, watch it.
Yeah.
And you're sick, Andy. But yeah, I remember doing that, and I did watch a copy of The Clockwork Orange that wasn't in English. It was dubbed over in a different language.
Right.
Then the English subtitles were on it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, couldn't be dealing with that. I just couldn't get through it. And now I've since seen that film a lot, and I like it.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Yeah. So we had all that, and then there was the guy who was head of the BBFC around this time had this problem. Do you know, this sort of comes into it. Do you remember this whole nunchuck thing? He was he was a weirdo anyway, and he didn't like nunchucks, and they had to edit all of the Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah.
To take all the nunchucks out. And
Well, that was long after the Video Nasty.
no, but just because of things getting banned.
Yeah.
And I think it was the same guy was in when the Video Nasties. He was still working on it
I'm not sure about that. I think.
because he was there for years.
Yeah.
And because when he died,
Actually,
that's
no, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think he died in around about 2000 because that was when
when
The
they let
Exorcist
in
was
99
released.
it was, I think,
Yeah.
and that's when they released The Exorcist but his nunchuck thing was mental. And there's a comedy which is 12 Certificate, very Brady sequel, the second Brady Bunch film.
Right.
Because of him, it wasn't allowed a cinema release because there was nunchucks and they didn't want to take the scene out.
Right.
So the first one was a big hit, and the second one just had to go straight to video.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he died, all this stuff got released, and Mary Whitehouse had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And but also there's stories of people with low budget horrors would just send a copy to like the Daily Mail and Mary Whitehouse, so they'd be uproar about it, so they get free promotion.
Yeah.
Being a horror fan, I think it's all ridiculous, but it made it back then that more exciting, more taboo, and more so. With all this, people wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, with the controversy, I think it's a great film, but the controversy of Evil Dead made that film.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have got Evil Dead 2, which is
Even better.
yeah,
Maybe.
a piece of master, I'd call it. So there we go. I really enjoyed
Very good, sir.
all of
Very
those
good.
all of those movies
Yes.
were great.
I've got some subjects that.
Well, as in like peasants who worship you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what are your subjects?
That AI has suggested for the show.
Oh dear, AI.
While I was on the way up here.
AI, you can't say that. Everyone have a go at you.
Yeah. Well, if you want to have a go, you can.
Comment,
Yeah,
like, share, subscribe.
comment. Exactly. Here's some humorous podcast topics. Why didn't the Eagles just fly to Mordor?
Because they were on tour at the time.
Well done. Correct answer.
Is that the correct? Yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to do all of these. Jurassic Park. Let's put kids near the T-Rex.
Is that?
Stupid. Smart people doing dumb things, basically.
Okay.
So
we mock when we ask people for suggestions and they're not very good.
yeah,
Keep going, AI. Keep going.
it gets better.
Oh.
The real hero of Titanic. No, that's rubbish.
Have you seen? There's an animated version that came at the same time, and there's a rapping dog.
What?
I've got somewhere I've got a DVD of it. In the same year as Titanic, I think it's 97.
Yeah.
A cash in. There's an animated version of Titanic, and it's all this weird story about some jewels or something on the Titanic. But then under the bottom of the ship, it's like the animals on there.
Yeah.
And there's like mice and all that, and what's going on with them. And then there's a dog that, even though it's set in the 20s, when was Titanic? Years ago, long time.
1912, it sank.
That's what I meant.
Or was it 1914? I think it's 1912.
All right, so it's before the 20s, so I was wrong. But so it's set then because it's a Titanic. But there's a dog that raps with a big medallion on it, the most 90s thing ever. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks he says something like it's party time or something. That's a VHS to track down. So yeah, that's the real hero of the Titanic. The
Yeah.
fictional 90s dog who was on the Titanic.
DIY Batman fighting crime in Walmart armor, or Poundland armor, I suppose we would call it.
Yeah. That's another good one.
Yeah. I can tell you're impressed.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to my favourite one.
Got it.
Right at the bottom of all of these, it said, "Would you like me to recast a film for you?"
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Are we going to do that now?
Yeah. Look what it is. Recast it with the Muppets.
Okay.
But I suggested recast Indiana Jones
With the Muppets?
with the
Carry-Ons. Oh, has it done it?
Yeah.
Go on then, read it out then, because later on we're going to recast something with that, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely hilarious idea. Let's recast Indiana Jones using the Carry-On cast. Imagine the classic whip-cracking adventure.
Can I guess who it will be before you do it?
Go on then.
No, when you get to the person, I'll say
Indiana Jones.
Sid James.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you see this.
No, I'm not going to cheat.
With his trademark cackling laugh and lecherous grin, Sid turns Indy into a roguish, eyebrow-waggling professor who's more interested in studying ancient relics, aka attractive women, rather than actual archaeology.
Sounds like the normal Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Whip would be replaced with a belt from a school gym.
Yeah.
Constantly muttering, "Four, that belongs in a museum," if you know what I mean.
That's quite good for it.
Marion Ravenwood.
Oh, that's the Karen Allen character.
Yeah.
It would go for Barbara Windsor for that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of sass, volume, and very suggestive double entendres. Can handle herself in a bar fight and isn't afraid to slap Sid Jones, like Sid
Jones.
Sid Indiana,
Yeah.
every time he gets fresh. Probably flashes a bit more than is historically accurate for 1936 Nepal.
Right.
Belloc, the rival archaeologist.
Oh, Kenneth Williams.
Yeah.
Hey.
Smug, camp, and very jealous that Indy always gets the girl.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey, carry on. I'm not going to carry on.
And the artifact.
Yeah.
Constantly complaining, "Oh, look at him, strutting around like it."
If you hear this in the background, you can hear the PC police. Carry on.
Constantly complaining, "Oh, look at him, strutting around like he owns the temple." I was this close to getting the arc first. Oh, matron.
Yep. I mean, I'd watch this, definitely. Any other characters?
Salah.
Which one?
There's a few more.
Which ones?
Salah is the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the one with the Tommy Cooper hat.
Yeah.
Bernard Breslau.
No.
Oh. Can't be Charles Hawtrey.
Charles Hawtrey.
Okay, Charles Hawtrey.
Less strong digger and more nervous museum tour guide who wandered onto the dig site by accident.
Oh, hello.
Always tripping over sand dunes and accidentally triggering booby traps.
Oh, hello.
Might sing a little tune while digging. We're digging for treasure, tra-la-la.
Oh, hello.
There's a few more. I'm going to...
Just me remember.
There's two more plus a bonus one.
Okay.
Do you want me to do both?
Yeah, go on then.
Major Tote, the creepy Nazi with the coat hanger.
Oh, right. See, that would be what I'd have said for Charles Hawtrey.
Right.
But that's go for Jim Dale.
Frankie Howard.
Oh, he's only in two of the films. I'll allow it.
Full of sinister sneers and, "Oh no, titter ye not," every time something catches fire or melts. Reaches into his coat for a weapon and pulls out a rubber chicken or a feather duster by mistake.
I mean, you are selling it to me. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a shame all these actors are dead.
Yeah. Marcus Brody. That's the Denham Elliott, the university college mate,
Yeah.
professor.
Kenneth Connor.
Hattie Jakes.
Hang on. All right, I suppose it's 2025. We can do that.
Yeah. No nonsense museum administrator who treats Indy like a naughty schoolboy.
There's matron.
Wears tweed, carries a large handbag full of paperwork, and can definitely run the entire operation better than Indy.
Well, I don't know about that.
Has a ledger that somehow survives explosions.
Oh, I'm game.
And for the bonus, I'm going to ask you who you think Do you want to know the character or the actor that has been suggested?
The character.
Okay, the Boulder.
The Boulder. Bernard Bresslaw?
Yes. Now I'm going to let you read what it says for him.
Let's have a look. Just growing off as it rolls. So yeah, you're just hearing it. Oh, as it rolls. That's quite good.
So what it says is bonus: the Boulder, Bernard Bresslaw, in a rock costume, just groaning oof as he rolls downhill.
Yeah, that would sell.
Yeah, I think that would be all right.
Yeah, see, just carry on. Oh dear, it's a shame. I must say, shame they're not all still with us. But I wouldn't watch that film played by a 120-year-old man. I mean,
no, Jim Dale is though, isn't he?
Jim Dale's still with us. There's a few of them. I mean, I've met like 5 or 6 cast members. One of which has died since I met them.
Right.
But yeah.
Did he get their autograph?
I might have got their autographs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a few of them.
Probably did.
I met Jackie Piper at the last Comic-Con I was at. She was in the Jane character in Carrying Out the Jungle, and she was Sid James's daughter in Carrying Out Your Convenience.
Okay.
So yeah, she's 83 now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think the Carry On Your Convenience was made 51 years ago, so she'd been like 22. Yeah. So before our time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah. So were we gonna? Did you want to recast this? That was AI, but you wanted to recast. Was it Live Aid with the camera?
Yeah, Live Aid, because it was 40 years ago this week, I think on the 13th.
And it fits in because you could buy it on VHS video.
You still can, and DVD.
Yeah. So what? We're going to recast band members who were there.
Yeah.
Let's carry on.
Maybe not all the band members, because obviously there's only a select few.
Let's see if I can. Okay, status quo.
Francis Rossi.
I've got my suggestion for Francis Rossi. Because of the hairline, Bernard Bresslaw.
Okay.
And I think Rick Parfitt would be Liz Fraser, because the same thing with the hair.
Yeah.
Agreed with that one?
Yeah, I'll agree with that. You know more of the carry-ons than I do, so.
That's recast U2.
U2.
So who would... let's just do Bono and The Edge, because they're the only two I know names of. Who would you say is Bono? Who's the cool one?
Is Bono cool?
No, but who thinks they're cool?
Okay, yeah. That would be probably Jim Dale for me.
Jim Dale, yeah. Put some sunglasses on Jim Dale, and yeah. I've got an idea for a cartoon: Chip and Jim Dale Rescue Ranger. That'd be good. Jim Dale. Edit. And who would you?
The Hedge.
The Hedge is the Edge.
Yeah.
Who would you cast as the Edge? White one, wears a hat.
Yeah. Tommy Cooper. Was he in any of the...
No, he wasn't.
No, okay. Can't we pretend he was in one?
Yeah, we can do that.
Pretend. Because he's the only comedian I can think of that had a hat at that time.
What American acts played Live Aid?
Over here or in America?
Either.
There was Tina Turner.
Right, yeah. Any others?
Crosby, Stills and Nash and Neil Young.
Okay, so we're going to have all of them will be played by Phil Silvers, because he's the only American I can think of who was in any Carry On film. So
okay.
That's that bit done. We've done the whole other half of it, and Bryan Adams will be played by Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of a Canadian who'd have been in a Carry On film. Doesn't matter.
Well,
called acting.
There was the newer Carry On, wasn't there? Oh. Carry On Columbus. Are we going to allow that?
No.
We
can. But who's in that? So we'd have all like Julian Clary and Rick Mallon.
Surely they can count as spares.
Bryan Adams would be played by Adrian Edmondson.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So let's go for the big guns. Who else was there? Queen.
Ooh.
So Brian May could be played by who had big hair?
Didn't Hattie Jakes?
Hattie Jakes is Brian May. We got it. We've done that. Roger Taylor.
Roger Taylor. Which one?
The one from... They were both there, were they? Because we're Duran Duran there as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about Queen.
Well, Duran Duran were playing in America.
Okay, so leave that. I reckon Barbara Windsor as Roger Taylor.
Okay, yeah. I'll go along with
that. John Deacon.
John Deacon. He was quite quiet.
Quiet one. Peter Butterworth.
Yeah.
Pound.
Again, I don't know who it is you're talking about, but I'm going to just agree with it.
In Carry On Company, he worked and everything was a pound.
Yeah.
And he was in Carry On Abroad.
You've said this many times.
Sausage, beans and chippings. Sausage, beans and chippings.
No, I'm taking your word for it.
Okay, and Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. Are we going to go obvious?
What, Sid James?
No, I mean.
Well, Kenneth Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Although Kenneth Williams wasn't quite as physically active.
I think Jim Dale would be good for it.
Yeah.
You know, I know he's already.
Which one of the cast would have been the character that would have jumped around most?
It would have been probably Jim Dale.
Jim Dale.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. I can't think what other, because when you think Live Aid, I just think Queen.
Yeah.
Was Elton John there?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Someone.
Phil Collins, Sting, Nick Kershaw. I saw the disgust go across your face.
No, I'm just trying to
when
think.
I mentioned Sting.
No, I mean, I'm just trying to think who could play Sting. Who's the blandest actor in the character?
Oh dear.
Nah, he's not as bad as Nick Kershaw. I've seen Nick Kershaw live.
Yeah.
I think at a festival when I was drunk.
My sister went. Well, I don't know if she went to school with him, but he was at school at the same time as her at the same school.
That's cool.
So, yeah,
I went to the same school as Danny Filth from
Yeah.
Cavalier Filth, but not at the same time because he's older than me. If you listen, Danny, nah.
Nah.
Yeah. And if you've got anything to say to me, I just say.
I don't know any Cradle of Filth songs.
They got one coming out with little Eddie Sheeran.
Yeah.
I guarantee, right? YouTube. It tells who's been mentioned in the podcast,
Right.
And that will be the first thing.
Yeah.
It'll be his name.
What, Ed Sheeran?
Because we've said it. Yeah. God's sake.
And Danny Filth.
Nah, I don't
Is
know.
he known as Danny Filth officially? Or?
Yeah, that's his stage name.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we've done that.
Yeah.
No, I mean Sting could be. Was it Kenneth Connor or someone? Yeah, someone who's sort of just there.
Yeah. Is there
Was
any?
Madonna at the American one?
Madonna was. Yes, she was at the Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June Whitfield. She was
Yeah.
in some of them. Yeah. June Whitfield as Madonna.
Thompson twins.
Yeah. Were there any twins?
The singer had ginger curly hair.
Yeah.
There was a white girl and a black lad.
Yeah.
Joe Leeway
Well,
with 3 E's. I think.
because it's Carry On, the non-white character has to be played by Bernard Bresslaw.
Right.
That's what they'd done in those films then. It was a different time, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, and anybody else listening. It was a different time.
Was there anybody black in Carry Ons? No.
They just
Did they just ignore it?
improvised.
Yeah.
Didn't they? Yeah. They might have been in bit roles thinking about it,
Yeah.
but not that. Yeah.
Not
But saying
in-
that, I watched. I shouldn't say this because watched the Confessions films recently to see how much they're dated, and the sexual stuff is nothing. It's no worse than a American Pie movie from 20 years later. But there is some pretty bad racism in there,
Yeah.
which is just nah. And I think that's the main reason you don't see them now. It isn't because of language or because of sex jokes. It's because it's racist.
Yeah, I think things like that it's important to recognise how far we've come along as a society,
Yep.
and so they should be shown.
Well, yeah, just acknowledge it. People go, oh, there's a disclaimer coming up. I'd rather there be a disclaimer at the beginning saying this was of different times than them putting up a certificate or banner.
Yeah.
There's one at the beginning of Bill and Ted,
Yeah.
and they do use a slur in that you wouldn't use now.
Do they?
Yeah, beginning with F,
Right.
when they hug and they push each other away and call each other that.
I don't remember that.
When we don't record, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what it is.
I can guess it.
Yeah, they do it a couple of times.
Is it the cigarette?
Yeah.
Right.
They do it a couple of times because they sort of laugh because
Right.
and I think when they've done the newer one they should have acknowledged that and be like, oh, did we used to, but they didn't because they were scared to. But there we go.
Right.
So like the Carry On films as well, they get a lot of people. I'm in a few of the Carry On groups online. It's full of old people moaning that they're all cut when they're on telly.
Yeah.
I'm 43 years old, not 42 like I made the mistake of saying on Facebook the other day. I'm 43. I was drunk. I'm 43 years old, and 30 years ago, if not more, when I watched them on TV, they were cut then.
Yeah.
It's not a new thing. It's not a woke thing. It's just some of the stuff you wouldn't put on daytime TV, even when they came out. Carry On Girls was the first film to be shown on TV that had to be on after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's why. Stop moaning and saying it's a new thing. It isn't.
And
You can buy them all uncut on DVD, and they're
Yeah.
PGs.
if you go to most
Most of
charity
them.
shops, you can find those baskets with the carry-ons in
Cardboard envelope.
the cardboard envelopes that were given away with the newspapers.
Yeah. They're all PGs apart from, I believe, well, Carry On Emmanuel is definitely 15 because it's spoofing the
Was
sex.
Screaming?
Screaming was PG. I think Carry On England might have been a higher certificate.
Right.
A few of them might be 12 now.
Yeah.
But the certificates have changed. Teen Wolf is a 12 now.
Yeah.
And they all change because of different things. But nothing's been banned. Nothing's been edited more than anything else.
Yeah.
People should shut up.
Yeah.
Or I'll edit them in the face with my fist.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so I got angry about that, didn't I?
And you remember do you remember the film that inspired or that started the 12 PG rating?
In America, it was PG-13. It was Gremlins and Temple of Doom. In this country, it was Batman.
It was Temple of Doom.
That's still PG though.
It started off as PG 12.
Oh, PG-13 in America. Yeah.
No, over here, I think.
Nah, the first 12 over here was Batman. Definitely.
Was it?
Yep. Yeah, I remember it because it was because I wasn't old enough to see Batman.
Okay, maybe the documentary might have been an American
yeah, because it was
documentary.
it was PG-13 with Indiana Jones Temple of Doom,
Okay.
which I do think is a 12 now.
Yeah.
But when it came over here, it's PG.
It was quite dark, but it was always the one that I enjoyed the most.
Yeah, it's the most fun one.
Yeah.
It's probably it's not as good a film story-wise and that sort of thing, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like a ride. And yeah, Gremlins was PG-13. Over here, it's still, I believe, a 15. Is this DVD up there? Oh no, does it say 12? My eyesight's... Yeah, he's still 15. Yeah, Gremlins is still 15.
Yeah, I can see that from here.
Yeah, and the second one.
As I look over.
Yeah, I am.
Goonies is a 12.
Yeah, but there's a deleted scene in the DVD of the Goonies. It wasn't in the cinema release with a fake hanging because of suicide references and other stuff in it. That's a 12.
Right. Okay.
But a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays nowadays, because of special features, are a higher certificate.
Yeah.
Because of Effin and Jeffin in the
Effin and Jeffin
and deleted scenes and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's quite interesting if you look at some of these films and just look about like certain films. They change certificates. So like Jaws is a prime example.
Yeah.
That's been 50
years this year.
Yeah, it is 50 years.
Yeah.
Whew. Would you class that as a horror or I don't?
I don't know.
That's sort of a
not really, because horror is like a not necessarily human, but humanoid normally, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's very bright and it's I suppose it's a horror in the same way that you could class Jurassic Park as a horror, which it isn't.
Yeah. Jurassic Park's an adventure, I'd say.
Yeah. I like a bit of the chaps on the toilet.
Adventure action.
Chap on the toilet and bites him.
Yeah. Sam Jackson.
He has his arm come off, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's in that. And what was the other early one he was in around the same time?
Deep Blue Sea.
Not long after he dies in that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoiled it. Should have seen it. It's your own fault for a film that old. I mean,
if you haven't seen that 20-year-old film yet.
I only watched it the first time this year, but I can say it now. Yeah,
okay.
I've got a special edition of it. Yeah.
Well
So I'm on it with them. That's a very high tech sort of double disc Arrow release.
Yeah, very good.
Loads of stuff on it, and he was in Loaded Weapon 1.
Yeah, he was.
I was at a film convention last weekend, and I met Danny Glover.
Yeah.
And he didn't say he was too old for this shiz, but hilariously, there was an older couple behind me in the queue, and when I went back, they'd brought a toilet seat each for him to sign.
Oh, okay.
That was good. I like that. Because of the scene.
Would he sign the top end, the top side that's like curved?
I think
or the underneath?
I think
it's flat.
I think he signed the little bit in what would be in between your legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I bet he's had that before, though, hasn't he?
I don't know. I thought it was quite ingenious.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Okay.
Better than just saying, sign my face. I met Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
And a lot of people there for the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And I got my Beauty and the Beast picture signed and said quite loudly, love that show, probably the best TV show you've been in, to all the Sons of Anarchy fans. Yeah, he was quite quiet, but very lovely man.
For the listeners, which is, everybody that's listening, Andy has just stuck his fingers up at the other
and that is
Ron Perlman fans.
Do that because of Carry On films, and I'm incorrigible.
Yeah.
If I was to do it with just one hand and go, right, that's Sid James taught me that.
Yeah.
From Carry On Dick.
Okay.
So there we go. Also, I met Michael Berryman. Do you know Michael Berryman?
I do, yeah, from The Hills Have Eyes.
I was talking to him for ages, not about any of the films he's been in, but about Motley Crue because he was in some of their music videos.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Yep,
Yeah.
and Home Sweet Home as well. And he's still friends with them, he said, and he's still in contact mainly with Michael Myers now, who's not in the band. He's telling me stories.
Michael Myers?
Mars.
I was going to say Mick Mars.
Michael to you. And just because he's not been well, he said he talks on the phone to him. And he said that, all the stories about them, mostly true, but very professional guys, would always be on time and always do their job. Yeah. Which I thought was really cool. And he's very friendly, and I met him for an autograph thing. They went for like a proper photo, and they move you along like a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
He was talking at me about I had Robert England on my t-shirt.
Yeah.
And just going, Robert England got lucky with that role, and it was quite funny. But yeah, very, very lovely guy, and he was in a lot of VHS type movies. Hills Have Eyes, I recommend. It's a good one.
Weird Science is.
He's in that, yeah.
It's probably the first time I saw him.
Yeah, he was the biker guy who in the end reveals his teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, best teacher ever because he was in. I always see that as the same character as in the Motley Crue videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'm sure I saw something about something online about that very subject about that character being the same character.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Or he thought it. He imagined it being the same.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, he'd not heard of Motley Crue until they asked him to be in the in the video. He was saying videos, but it's good. He said,
not many people have heard of things until they've been asked to do.
Yeah. Had you heard of the Martin and Lewis Experts On before you was invited by you and me to be on it?
No, I haven't until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
The book that I put against your door to stop the door knocking has fallen over. Yeah. So I shall take a moment.
My haunted door. But yeah, we're getting towards the end of the show now. We're pretty much, we spent a good sort of hour just talking about the one topic we said we'd talk about, haven't we? So, bygone era of VHS. What does VHS stand for?
Video Home System.
Oh.
I had to think about that because I know that DVD doesn't stand for Digital Video Disc.
No, it was
Digital Versatile Disc.
Ooh, yeah. It's quite good talk because we mentioned horror films and the wind making that door look like there's something going to come in and kill us.
Yeah.
Spooky, eh?
Yeah.
So
like The Fog or something.
Oh, yeah.
Good film.
Yeah. The remake of that was a bit poor.
Yeah.
If we don't get any sensible ideas next time, we should do the remakes and original.
Yeah.
We could do that. That's loads we could talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, just because films are the only thing in life I'm interested in, we don't have to just talk about films and that. So any other suggestions for next month?
Yeah. Preferably not flowers.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to research any flowers.
Self-raising.
Yeah. What else do we not want to talk about?
Stuff that's boring.
Yeah.
Sport.
Actually, if we say what we don't want to talk about, then that will probably be inspiration for anybody that wants to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll probably get suggestions for flowers now.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be some funny bugger go, why don't you talk about editing podcasts and taking annoying background noises out?
Yeah.
Don't want to.
Yeah.
Stuff to do.
This is real. This is how it is.
Yeah, and that's the way it is. Huh?
Yeah.
That's my impression of that band. I can't think of who it was.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Run DMC.
I'm going to cough.
Got him.
Thank you.
I did edit that cough out because of people criticising not editing it.
And then you added it back.
Yeah, just to annoy them.
Yeah.
Done it again.
Yeah.
So, right, thank you all for listening. Should we wrap it up?
Yes, I think we'll better.
It's, so do join us again next time on Martin Lewis Experts On. Please like, subscribe, share and stuff. And
start thinking about what subjects for next time.
Yeah. And if you'd like to be a guest on this show, tough. Do your own one. It's easy.
Yeah.
Right? It's fine. See you all on the flip-flop. And remember, wherever you go, there
See
you are.
See you later.
There you
Goodbye.
are. What?
Bye.
Always laughing through the airwaves. Martin and Lou. We just laugh without a care. Martin and Lou. We don't do politics. We don't do current affairs. We're two idiots talking rubbish. Maybe it is. Welcome to the Martin and Lewis show. Yeah, it's the show. Come on, folks, enjoy the flow. Enjoy the flow. Keep joking, we won't let you go. Won't let you go. To Lewis, here we go. time's wrong.
Martin and Lewis,
Turn the dial and lose control.
let's take it slow.
On the airwaves, we bring the tin. No time for tears, so we're here to make you laugh. Lyrics to fit.
This is the Martin and the Lewis show.
Yeah, it's the show.
Rock on us, enjoy the fun.
Enjoy the fun.
Here's no Martin and Lewis, what hello.
Hi, I'm Jem,
And I'm Victoria,
and we are childhood best friends with a true crime podcast called
The Criminal Crack. During each episode, one of us presents a true crime case to the other.
And the listener has no idea what the case will be.
So every reaction, question and twisted theory you hear is genuine and off the cuff.
So join us fortnightly on the platform of your choice.
And find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok by searching @The Criminal Crack.
Bye-bye!
Keep on trucking.